Hey guys, I'm back again for day 90. It is 67 degrees out here. Feels great. Today, I'm out here in the KD12s. These are the Wolf Grays. And here it is from the side. And then the other side. I bought shoes actually recently. They were, of course, used and really good. I bought them literally for $5. And along with another pair of shoes, can't remember off the top of my head what I'd gotten with them, but these shoes were basically, they were brown. The sides of the midsole had turned really dark brown, and then the upper was really dirty and brown. Everything was, they were matted. I mean, they were in like really bad shape, and I had to do basically a restoration miracle on these things, and I am so glad that I did, because after doing so, I could not believe how good these things felt. They have literally went from a $5 throw them in the trash kind of shoe to now they're kind of like one of my favorite pairs to wear. This shoe features full-length Zoom Strobel, which is basically like a full-length airbag that feels great underneath your foot. There's also an additional air unit in the heel, and they use some Phylon foam in there, but they perforated it. Like they put big holes in that foam, and that allows the foam to kind of compress, and not in a rigid way. It kind of lets it be a little bit more free, and the feeling underfoot is great. Now, the guy who had these had long since replaced the provided insole, which, knowing Nike, it was probably a flimsy piece of crap anyway. So he put one in that had kind of a gel feel in the heel, and then some support in the arch, and that was really good. So I made the decision to keep that in there, and because I deal specifically with plantar fasciitis, I went ahead and tried my orthotic on top of that, and so there's actually two orthotics in here. It's kind of odd, and mine has a small section of gel as well. So you've got gel on top of all of this really great cushion underneath the regular shoe. And I'm telling you, it feels like I'm walking on a very stable cloud. This shoe is so nimble and lightweight. To me, it's one of my, definitely one of my favorites. Because I walk in this orthotic every day, I know the level of cushion that it provides. And I can say that the cushion that I'm currently feeling, the orthotic provides about 5% of that. The rest, I'm feeling the springiness of the shoe. It's really good. And that's a surprising thing as well, is that the cushion underfoot feels really nice and plush, like super great for impact protection, but it also feels springy, so it's giving a really great balance between the two. I know some people might be a little weirded out by the thought and idea of buying a used shoe and wearing a shoe that's been on someone else's foot. I used to be like that myself, but the process that I go through with every pair of used shoes is pretty extensive. If I can, I try to get the shoe in a wash and show. And if for some reason, due to materials that I can't do that, I still try to scrub it with something, and I try to clean any part of the materials that I can, inside and out, with soap and water. Then I try to get it into indirect sunlight for a couple days, because that can actually kill a lot as well, and also just helps air the shoe out some, a lot better. And if there's like an odor issue or something, I treat that with a crap load of baking soda, and I just let that set, and it completely removes the odor. Then I take it further and I spray it with sanitizing spray, kills bacteria and viruses and all that. And yeah, so I go through a pretty wild process that, I feel pretty reassured with the shoe. I would never wear them barefoot as well, so I always wear socks with them and all that stuff. So yeah, I feel good about it. Now, I've commented on the cushion of the shoe quite a bit, but speaking directly to the fit, these shoes fit my feet perfectly. And while I don't know the exact measurement of my foot, I can say that my foot it's on the verge of being wide, but not really necessary to be in a wide shoe. So little bigger, but not a wide foot. I would describe the fit as snug, like someone is just coming up and lightly giving you a hug. So I don't feel any unnecessary room in the toe box, but I don't feel any pressure there either. It's just a perfect fit. So obviously I'm a shoe collector, but I'm not into like super expensive shoes and then putting them in a box or on a shelf and displaying them and then not actually wearing it. I try to, I've got a rotation of my shoes and I go through them and I look forward to wearing them, Now, admittedly, as I'm going through that rotation, there'll be some shoes that I will inevitably be more excited for. Some shoes where I look at and I shrug a little bit, and others that I'm just really hyped for. And this pair of shoes, every time, I love it. I'm not feeling any heel pain whatsoever, and it's not only being forgiving in terms of that, but it's providing all of the energy and responsiveness that I want in a shoe setup. Honest to God, Nike could just re-release the KD12 and call it a day. I mean, just keep re-releasing it. It's almost like a perfect shoe. Today's Tuesday, and I'm not really sure exactly how it's going to go for the weigh-in on Thursday. I haven't ate bad or anything throughout the week, but at night I would snack, but I'm having admittedly a handful of animal crackers and I might occasionally get into my little son's, he's got a box of fruit strips, and I'll get one of those. And so the snacking's not crazy, but it's just little stuff. And then traditionally you go to sleep, and then I've been trying this kind of like a fasted cardio in the morning. And so that would be the idea, but because of my throat, I've had to have cough drops. And that kind of negates the whole idea of fasted cardio. And so it's just kind of those little things that I kind of wonder if it'll impact the results for the week. I think the KD line of shoes gets slept on a little bit. I don't see too many people wearing them, but they're really great. Really great shoes. And I see a lot of kids in Giannis's and stuff, and I think mainly because they're cheaper. But unfortunately, I've never found a Giannis that I've liked. I've wanted to like them. I've tried every pair that I've seen in the stores, but I don't like any of them, So I'll probably pick up a pair one day just to have a pair of, I like to support, good players within the NBA. But when it comes to the KDs, literally every pair that I put on my feet, I've liked in some way. Sometimes they feel a little heavy. They always feel comfortable. They're just really a great shoe. All right, that's going to do it for me today. I will hopefully see you all out here tomorrow. Later. Oh, before I forget, I do want to say hi to our 30th subscriber. I don't know who you are, but thanks for subscribing.